You can't seem to stay away from me for long, can you? Welcome to another Mortal Kombat X video. I know I said that the last Mortal Kombat X video I did would be my last one, and it was like that for a little while, until I got the idea to talk a little more about how unusual the scaling is in this game. And by unusual, I mean it's a little bit whack. There's some moves that have unscalable components, and there are other moves that scale immediately when others of their own kind don't. It's a little bit odd, but I'm going to talk about two examples of the former, the scaling not applying to certain parts of the move, and one example of the latter, which is the moves scaling worse than their counterparts, specifically X-rays. Hope you enjoy, and as always, DFTBA. You feeling lucky, bub? Stick it, stick it.
Goro.
Exhibit A, Goro. Specifically, the EX command grab in all variations, excluding Dragon Fangs. Unfortunately, I did not record the Dragon Fangs portion of this, but now that I think about it, I should note. Dragon Fangs does not have the slam that EX command grab does in all of the other variations, including variationless. So pay attention to the slam, because the slam is what's important here. I've tailored the following combo, which it does take me a couple of tries to do because I haven't played the game in a while. But this combo is tailored for as many hits as possible, and in order to maximize damage combo scaling, which is the big portion of what I'm talking about. Usually when you do long combos, the damage gets worse and worse, and eventually you gotta end it at some worthy point. Otherwise, you know, what's the point? The combo just ends up being too flashy and has like next to no substance. So, here's the important bit. When I do eventually land this command grab, pay attention to how much damage the slam does. Again, I got the booger instead of the frickin' command grab. Gotta love my input errors. I swear I do land eventually. There we go. So pay attention to the slam here. Bada bing, bada boom, 5%. Even after all of that, the amount of hits that you do does not matter. That slam will always do that amount of damage. For instance, in this combo, that is 22 hits in the corner, it does do around, I believe 31% before the command grab. It ends up doing like 37%. Whereas if it had scaled normally, it would do somewhere in the neighborhood of 33%. So that 5% free ender, basically, could really come in handy in a clutch situation.
Alien.
Next up on the list, Alien. Specifically, in the Tarkatan variation, Alien gains Chop Chop Chop, which when EX'd, has a tail stat that allows you to put the foe either in front or behind you. Unlike Goro's command grab, it starts scaling right off the bat, no matter what. Similar to the third example, which we will talk about when we get to him. However, unlike that example, and very much like Goro, there is a guaranteed amount of damage you'll get regardless of the length of the combo, and thus regardless of scaling. That is the tail stat. Even with this crazy, swaggy 31% combo that does about 39% damage at birth value meter, the tail stab will do 3% damage. I am sorry. Cat, please do not insult me again. So, if you're a Tarkatan Alien player and want to get swaggy, finish off with an EX Chop 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 to maximize your damage. And finally, the third example I wanted to talk about, Raiden. More specifically, his X-ray attack. Now, usually you people don't use X-ray attacks, and I get that, because it's 3 bar for 30% damage. It's a good way to get out of a tight situation, but ultimately it's not used that often. So you might not have noticed that X-rays tend to scale a little bit unusually. If you want the full breakdown of what I'm talking about, the link will be in the description. But what is basically going on is that in most X-rays, like katanas, Sub-Zeros, or Triborgs, you can land about 2 or 3 hits, then go into X-ray, and then the X-ray damage, like the bits where you actually see the skeleton, like right about here, will not be scaled, allowing you to kind of keep most of the damage that you do. Of course, the hit that triggers the X-ray will be scaled, but the rest won't. This is not true for Raiden, Alien, and Bo Raicho. So, take a look at, for example, Triborg. This is 3 hits, so now the damage scaling finally starts to get applied for the bone breaking. But when you see what happens when Triborg does 2 hits instead of 3, like with 4, 2, 1 into the X-ray, the missiles scale, but the bones that break do not. So, I hope you enjoyed this little quirky video about damage scaling. If you want to, you feel free to like this video. Please leave a comment. I always enjoy discussions and getting things thrown in my face in word form. And feel free to subscribe for more videos, although now I'm mainly doing Arkham videos and Street Fighter videos. I may have something up later today. I may have something up later today about Street Fighter 5. I'll think about it. No promises, though. Hope you enjoy, and as always, DFTBA.